Yeah. Whoa. I speak. We change lives, Jesus. I speak.
Welcome to the TP Masterclass. On behalf of Cliff Cheqona and the entire TP family, we're honored to have you here. You didn't just join a live session. You stepped into a transformational experience designed to help you master your mind, align your emotions, and trade with clarity and conviction. We'll be starting shortly. In the meantime, settle in and prepare your notepad. Like the stream, subscribe if you haven't already. And most importantly, invite someone who needs this. Because around here, we don't just trade, we transform. Let's get started soon.
I speak life, I speak spirit, we change lives, Jesus did it. I speak life, I speak spirit, we change lives, Jesus did it. Step into my Monday, I'm stepping to my Monday, I'm stepping to my Monday. We change lives, Jesus did it. I'm stepping to my Monday, I'm stepping to my Monday, I'm stepping to my Monday. We change lives, Jesus.
What is the TP family, and how do you become part of it? Don't worry, if you're watching this, you're already part of the TP family. Now, before you ask, no, it's not take profit. That's the first thing traders think, right? TP stands for Trading Psychology. When Cliff Cheqona created this community, he didn't want to make it all about himself. He wanted to create a space for traders built around a simple truth. Most traders lose because their mindset isn't ready for success. So what's the TP family? It's not a company. It's not an organization. It's a movement of traders who are done chasing shortcuts, done trading emotionally, and done feeling like they're alone in this journey. Now, let me be clear. We're not here to build another Telegram or Discord group. You don't need more chats or endless notifications. All you have to do is follow our content on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. That's where we deliver everything. Masterclasses, podcast clips, mindset tips, and even those hard truths no one else will tell you about trading. Our vision for 2025 is simple: education. We teach traders what really matters, not just strategies, but the mindset behind them. Through our TP Masterclass, podcasts, and content, we make sure traders know how to manage themselves first. Community. The TP family is all about connection, but instead of chat rooms, we meet through meaningful content that actually helps you grow. Tools. We're creating journals, simulations, and practical resources to help you track your progress and improve your trading behavior. The TP family is here to change the way traders think forever. We're not about quick wins. We're about creating strong, resilient, unstoppable traders. Welcome to the movement. Let's make 2025 the year you fix your mind and fix your trading.
It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading.
Really? Oh. Hi TP family. Hello everyone. Welcome to another TP Masterclass. How's everyone doing? You can let me know how you are by putting something in the live chat. How's everyone doing? How was your week this week? Did you face any challenges? Did you get a victory? Just let me know in the comment section. How was everyone's week today? And how's everyone doing today? On Saturday, 6 p.m. UK time, as always, we are always here to attend our usual Trading Psychology Masterclass, or as what we call the TP Masterclass. But anyways, if you are new here, I am Tencent Shells, and it's very nice to meet you. I hope you are doing very, very well. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for joining us today. As always, you guys are always showing up. And wherever that you are tuning in from, feel free to say so in the live chat so that I'll be able to give you a shout out and then be able to, see where you are tuning in from. If you are tuning in from Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, Uganda, US, UK, thank you so much. Just let me know in the live chat. If you are tuning in from Facebook or Instagram, you can also do the same. You can let me know on Instagram too, and then I'll be able to give you a shout out. So we have someone tuning in from Ghana, from Uganda, from India. Hello, everyone. Someone said that their week has been great. Someone tuning in from Nigeria, Ethiopia. Amazing to hear. And once again, if this is your first time joining the TP Masterclass, I want to say a very big welcome to you. And you can also drop first time in the live chat below so that I can welcome you properly. That thank you so much. Thank you. We really appreciate you for tuning in for the first time here for the TP Masterclass. And also, because you're also new here, you're probably wondering, where do you begin with your journey for TP Masterclass? All you have to do is just go to the YouTube channel and you will see a playlist with all the previous TP Masterclasses that we have done, because this is the 45th episode that we are currently on. So once you click into the playlist, you will see a playlist called Season 1 TP Masterclass, and then in that playlist you should see this video titled What is Really Trading Psychology. That video will really help you understand what we do here during the TP Masterclass and what you are to expect from us every time you join the TP Masterclass, okay? And another thing that we also engage in from Monday to Friday, we have recently moved it to the cheqona.com website. So we used to post it every single day on our YouTube community tab, but we have moved everything to the official website. So make sure from Monday to Friday you go on the official website, and then you will see that what we call the TP declaration. It's not just a picture, it's a picture with few powerful words on it. So make sure that every time you go on there, you are declaring these words to yourself before you go on to trade for the day, as it helps you align yourself to the TP declaration and align yourself to the financial market. Okay, so make sure that you're always going there from Monday to Friday to declare these words to yourself. And another thing that I want to bring your attention to is, wherever you are, just take a deep breath to remove every distraction from you. I want you to grab your notebook and your journal and really soak yourself into this moment that we are about to have, this serious session that we are about to have for the TP Masterclass, the education that you're about to receive. As I want you to take notes, I don't want you to just watch us and not take notes. I want you to take notes. So make sure you grab whatever you use to take notes with, whether your journal, your notebook, your pen, your pencil, your chalk, if you take notes on a board, your marker, whatever you use to take notes. Make sure you grab it right now and remove every distraction that could be in your environment, as I want you to participate and participate in the stream. If you have a comment, you can put it in the live chat and we will be able to see it, and if it's a question, we'll probably answer you. Okay. And another quick thing that I want to remind everyone of, this is a very serious reminder that this space is built for healing, clarity, and truth. And if anyone is saying anything out of the ordinary in the comment section, we will personally remove you from the streaming. It's not anything personal, as we have over the months, almost, it's gonna be a year next week. Sorry, next year, not next week. We have built an atmosphere here where we have built this place for healing, clarity, and truth. And if anyone is saying anything that we do not agree with, we will personally remove you from the stream. It's not anything personal. It's just we want to protect the people that are taking this space very seriously we want to protect their mindset and what they believe in, and anything that would distract them, we would just remove your comments and remove you from the stream altogether. It's not anything personal. So when it happens, do not take it personal. Okay, so before I move on to the next segment, I'm just going to pass the segment to the next session that we're about to have. And guys, just stay tuned.
It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading.
All right, welcome everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. First of all, I just want to say thank you to each and every single person day in, day out tuning in. And before we even actually go into today's masterclass, I just want to say a very big thank you to the TP family in Nigeria. You see, it's one thing for people to support you, but it's one thing for people to love you, honor you, and support you. It's beautiful. Many more of you may not know, but I think two weeks ago, we went to Nigeria. It was a private retreat for me. It was to just go and worship with our family in Nigeria for the General Assembly. Well, I didn't tell anybody. It was just a retreat for me. So I just, my wife and I, we just went, and it was a beautiful experience. And so I think I shared one picture or something before I could realize, I had a chance to meet some people over there. I met some of you. I hope some of you guys are following during the auditorium or the stadium. Some of you guys, spotted me, came. I took picture with some. I also say hello to some of them that I have consulted that I never knew I was going to meet. It was a very beautiful experience. But at the end of the day, beyond just, saying thank you, I was speaking to one of them, by the way. As you guys can see, this is a whole Nigerian outfit made. I have so many different gifts that was given to me by the TP family in Nigeria, even though it was not an announcement. But when some of them found out that I was in Nigeria, they actually really showed some level of love, and it touched me a lot. And I just want to use this as a point of contact to say thank you to all the TP family. If you're a TP family member in Nigeria, I will do the honors back. But first, I want you to take this as a big thank you for supporting this community, for always showing up, for loving not just me, but the whole entire vision God has given to us. I genuinely really appreciate you all. So let's just drop some number ones in the chat for yourself. If you're a Nigerian over here, I genuinely really, from the bottom of my heart, have so much respect and love for you guys. You have no idea. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And John, if you are following and are watching this right now, thank you for this amazing outfit. It fit me so well. At some point, I was just speaking to my wife and I was like, how did he know how to let this fit me like that? So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I also have one more shirt, and probably I'll wear it also. No, I can't, because next week, God willing, we are going to Ghana for the Ghana Masterclass. But maybe the following time, I have another shirt that says something very funny, something very interesting. I'll wear that one as well and show you guys. But I just want to say thank you. Before we go into today's masterclass, quick announcement quickly. The first one is about all those who are trying to access the program on the website. It's currently working now. I'm sure if you are here and you have started using the program on the website, just put something in the chat. Let me see if you are here following now. An amazing, simple program. There is more coming, and I will do my best to make sure that we give you guys all the access to those kind of, information for you as well. So the website is working, cliffcheqona.com. It is working. So you can feel free and go and, use the website for your transformation, for your reset mindsets and every single thing as well. Then also, Those of you that are coming to the TP Family Masterclass Ghana edition, live edition, the thing is, if you have registered, please do make sure that you do come. If you have not registered yet, I don't know if there is going to be any spots remaining, because the room that we have is 100-seater capacity. Because it's a master class. It's a master class. You can call it an event, but to us it's a master class, meaning it's a place where you are coming to learn writing and so on and so forth. So do come early. Very important that you do come early, because if you don't come early, I cannot assure you that you may get a very good seat. And if in case you do come and there are no seats and you have to stand, I will stand with you. I can assure you that I will stand with you. Even if I have a seat, I will give my seat to you guys, because the room that we have is what we are making, use of, and everything. So just come early. And if you're in Ghana, this is for the Ghanaians, come into the masterclass. Do come early. Exactly 11 a.m. sharp, we are starting. We are not going to wait and say people are coming or not. We are starting on the dot. It's going to be an experience of both online and offline. So even if you can't make it, you can always tune in from our YouTube channel and also have the experience. So, and also one more announcement before we go in as well. Before I will say hello to each and every single person and where you're tuning in from, please make sure normally people are normally coming after 15-30 minutes or so. Just let them know that today we are having one segment, so it is very important they tune in as soon as possible. If you are watching me from Instagram and Facebook, I am ignoring you as well. I've seen you. I will say hello to you soon. But one more quick announcement. So as I told you guys, every single end of year, we do give the community back. We are not giving back to the community because the community has done something or we want to do something for them. We do this by understanding. We have done this. This will be our third year by the grace of God. We did 2 times in a row in Nigeria, 20 families. I think both of them we did 20 families. And this year, as well, as I said, we are also going to be doing a giveaway for a nation. And the nation that was being dropping in my heart over and over again was the nation Uganda. So if you are in Uganda and you are a TP family rep, all that you have to do is you're going to help us to help some people in the nation. The purpose of that is that during these last, weeks or the last days of the festive season that we are entering into to enter into the next year, God willing, the goal is to make sure that those family that are unfortunate, that may not be able to have a way to, spend time well with their family by the means of food and so on and so forth, we do contribute. It may not be something crazy, but it is really coming from the bottom of our hearts. Remember, we are doing this for at least 20 families. And so every single little thing that we can do to support the family, to make sure they are having an amazing seasonal transition, we will do it. So this time around, as I said, some of you guys who message me, not for everybody, there are people who say, Cliff, whatever that you are doing in the community, just let us know. So by, I think before the year ends, I will let you guys know. We'll create a portal for all those who wants to also contribute and sow into the people of Uganda, and then we can support the family. They will take pictures and every single thing to make sure we're doing this. In the past 2 years, I did it all by myself. And I'm still going to do this regardless, even if nobody contributed, it's fine. But for those saying, Cliff, give us the opportunity to support somebody as well. We will create the system for you as well. Don't worry. At the end of the day. So Uganda, if you are from Uganda right now, thank you so much for also supporting this community. So we are going to do this together. For those of you who are TP family members, we are going to do this together. We will choose some people, whether orphanages, some families that are, not having the privilege to be able to support themselves. We'll see what we can do for them and so on and so forth. This is what we normally do, and it is becoming a culture now, and we are trusting God for the grace to keep on doing this. So these are the announcements that I have for you all today. Again, we are about to learn. Today's teaching, very simple, but very profound. Believe me. Now, before we go on, let me say hello to each and every single person in the comment section right now. Solomon, can we bring them up? If you don't mind, let me know where you're tuning in from. Can you comment where you're tuning in from right now? Let me say hello to you and thank you to you. At least let's say hello to at least 10 or 15 people quickly, and then we'll just take it out from there. If you're watching us from Facebook, Thank you so much for always tuning in. The Facebook channel recently was launched this year, I think a few months ago, professionally. So we are now growing the the Facebook channel. Twitter also recently we just launched, and you guys also know, so you can follow us from there as well. And we are on LinkedIn recently as well. So recently we are moving away to different platforms. Spotify, thank you so much for all those who listen to us from Spotify after the masterclass also has been released. Okay, so let me just say hello to people. Right now we have Dubai, we have Germany. Who else do we have out there? We have Ikechuku from Dubai. We have Cynthia from Kenya. Hi, Cynthia. How are you doing? Ghana in the house. Who else do we have out there? We have Malawi in the house. Thank you so much for coming. Who else do we have out there? We have Nigeria in the house. Again, my Nigerian people, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you listening to you from Ghana. Thank you so much. Adoma, I hope you're doing well. Kenya in the house. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate Cameroon in the house. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. All right. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Okay, guys. So today we're going to be learning something very powerful. You already know the drill. Last week, we taught a lesson about the addicted trader. The testimonies that is coming from this masterclass, we only give God all the praise. You know, it was a teaching that I didn't wanted to teach now, because I knew the kind of dimension of information that, number one, you need to receive, and the grace that needs to back up that teaching for it to transform your life. I knew. And the truth of the matter is, I didn't know if I was ready for that dimension or not. The Bible says each of us should minister according to their grace. And so talking about this, let me just share some humor story. Very funny, but it's true. When I was in Ukraine, I remember very well, you know, most of you guys know that unapologetically, you know that I'm a believer and I believe in Jesus and I believe in the finished grace of Jesus as well. You know that I don't hide it. So this is not news to all those who follow me on this channel. Anyway, fast forward. So in Ukraine, true story. We are going to come into the teaching. I want to tell you something. So one day I was praying with a brother and a man of God. And I remember very well that this, we were praying, we were in the spirit, you know, we were traveling, we were praying. And this man of God said there are, you know, I used to live in a city called Venetia. So Venetia was a very small city in Ukraine, in the Eastern Europe, before the war happened, and then I had to leave and so on and so forth. So we were praying, and this minister said that we have to go and pray over a river in the city, because that river is what is responsible for many spiritual decadence and spiritual attacks in the city. Now, what I'm about to say is not out of fear. The Bible says each of us should minister according to our grace. And during that time, too, coincidentally, I have come across the Bible story about the sons of Sceva, whereby the Bible says the demons flogged them and said, Paul, I know. Jesus, I know. Who are you? So when the man of God said that thing that he said, he was like, we should go and minister and pray and rebuke every demon and every spirit from that river. I looked at him and I said, man of God, I hear you, but I won't go. I won't go. I won't go today and I won't go tomorrow, because, you know, I came to meet the river here. And no matter what happens, you need to understand that when there are laws in territories. There is a very beautiful Bible story and a Bible actual thing that happened with the angel and Satan when they were contesting again who should take Moses' body. And the Bible says something interesting. He said that not even the angel Michael insulted, or in other words, rebuked Satan in his own name, but he said, the Lord rebuke you. You see, I'm sharing this story. It was out of fear. It was out of wisdom. I said I won't go because, you know, first of all, I don't think anybody is expecting me to do that thing that he's saying. So I told him I won't go. And so from that time, you know, that is one thing a lot of people don't understand. When it comes to being an individual, I'm saying this for you to understand something. At some point, you need to know the difference between something that is your responsibility and you trying to be a savior. I am not trying to be a savior in life. I'm trying to be responsible in my purpose, and you benefit from that purpose. What that simply means is that trying to be a savior in people's life, saviors die. Remember that, don't forget that. When you want to be a savior in people's life, you must be ready to die for them. And so one thing that you need to understand is that a lot of times, many people don't care about me, this and this and that. It's not that they don't care about you. It's just that they care about their life as well. And we should normalize that structure. When I started this whole brand that we are building, the whole entire vision and everything, there are sometimes I will post a video, nobody will even like it. People will not, the people that know me, they won't like it. But today we post something and then people share it. The masterclass, they are inviting people. It takes time when people get to understand something about you. So wherever that you are right now, you need to be able to develop that structure that makes you grow to become responsible first to your life before it extends to other people. Don't kill yourself. You see, as Africans, one of the ways that sometimes there are many times I consult people, and when I listen to them, they would tell me things like, I want to be able to provide for my family. Very good mindset. But one thing they don't understand is if you are using a boat to travel across the sea, if the boat can carry only 5 people and you put 10 people in that boat, you all will die. And it was as a result of you not respecting the capacity you have. And so while you are becoming transformed as an individual, remember, you have to be responsible for your loved ones, and you have to try to be responsible for yourself, but don't try to be saviors in people's life. Because remember what I said, saviors dies. You have to be ready. It's not a negative thought. It means that a savior understand. For me, I'm pioneering this. I want to die for this cause. That are saviors. And in this life, you need to understand not everybody can be a savior, and not everybody is mandated to be a savior. It's very important that you understand this. So during your transformation, you need to kill the guiltiness mindset. Oh, this person told me to do this and I couldn't do it, and therefore this and that. No, you can't be transformed like that. At some point, you need to understand that first, you are responsible for your life. And as you are becoming more responsible for your life and the result is coming out, people will benefit from that. Very important to understand. Don't put unnecessary pressure on yourself because you think you have a point to prove. And so I shared that story to let you understand that while I was about to share this and I remembered that story, I was like, no, I won't go and pray. I will pray from here, but to go near the river and say, you demon or none. No, I'm not stupid. Before next time when you will sleep and then now something, you can't even breathe. So it is very important that you understand that while you're becoming transformed, I'm not saying be selfish. I'm not saying be overly ambitious. I'm not saying be somebody who care about yourself, but I'm trying to let you understand and trust your process. Understand that everything takes time. You can't be everywhere at the same time. You are not omnipresent. You don't have that power. Only God does. You don't have omnipotency power. Does that make sense? So understand your journey. No pressure. Relax. You are coming. You are getting there, but relax. I just said, let me just share this to somebody. Because many times when I consult people, I realize very importantly, part of the problems why they can't trade psychologically is because of what they are trying to solve. But they don't understand. If they don't focus on what they are doing and solve their problem first, they can't solve other people's problems. Very important that you understand that. Okay. Today I'm teaching on something very powerful, very important. I'm ready to teach. I'm ready to teach. And I genuinely really pray that may God give you understanding. That every single thing you're about to hear today, that understanding will come out of this, that it will change something in your mindset as a trader, as an entrepreneur, as a businessman, whatever that you do, this will change your mindset in Jesus' name. All right. Today, my topic is quite very interesting. I'm going to introduce my topic very soon, but stay with me. We have something that we call era, E-R-A, era. Era is not just a season. It's a season or a time that comes with a lot of things to call it an era. The systems, the mindsets, the culture, and so on and so forth. It's what makes we say an era season or a season of the era we are in. People say Gen Z, Gen Alpha, whatever I know, the old money, whatever you want to call it, but they are eras. So it's like the people that used to use horses. During those days, if you had horses, you were the top notch if you had horses. And at some point, when cars and several means of different transportations started coming together, it didn't matter whether you had horses or not. You had to subscribe to the era that was evolving, coming out. And so era is very important. It's not just time and seasons. It comes with culture, it comes with mindset, it comes with tools and things to define for us to know something is an era or a season is an era. Now, whether an old era or the new era, there isn't one that is important than the other, or one that is better than the other, or the other one is worse. They all have their disadvantages and then their advantages. That is the first thing I want you to understand. Are you with me? They all have their advantages and they all have their disadvantages. Stay with me. We are going somewhere. And so you need to understand that the general period plus the stems, the tools, the culture, and everything is how I define era. Now, in the old era, many things are different, of course, than this new era. Back then, I couldn't have been talking to a group of people like this across the nations, Cameroon, Malawi, so on and so forth. How was I going to be able to do that? Impossible. But God being so good, we are in an era right now where I can just speak to people right now. You know, when we started doing this whole masterclass, I didn't know there were people that were going to come from different parts of the world to join. I knew that the internet had the potential to do that, but I wasn't thinking about that. But I knew that there was a possibility because of the era we are in. If I speak now, I know that you are hearing me because the internet is working. We are in an era. Are you with me? So you need to understand that it's an important transition and it's an important moment in every man's life. That means I'm not going to sit here, but I want to explain something for you to understand what we're about to learn. I am not attacking the old era, neither am I praising the new era. And I'm not attacking the new era, or neither am I praising the old era. Both of them has their own advantages and disadvantages, if you understand what I'm about to say. Okay, today I'm going to really communicate with you guys a lot in the comment section, so just stay with me. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Now please pay attention. I'm about to teach now. I want you to keep the word era in your mind. If you are from India, I think it's called yug in Hindi. Yug, well, if I'm not mistaken, yug. Okay, so era. So the era we are in now definitely is a new era. But let's talk about a little bit about the old era. And I'm going to use one business I understand a little bit more. Growing up as an entrepreneur, of course, trading was my first ever self-employment skill set I decided to learn. But trading was not the only thing that I was learning during the time of my journey. During the time of my journey, I got involved also into sales and, multi-level marketing companies. I didn't know it was called even a multi-level marketing company. I just knew that, it was what I was doing. It was later down the line that I realized they call it MLM. I don't know if you guys know about it, but we'll talk about that soon. So during the olden days, if you compare the old MLM and you compare to the new MLM, it's quite a little bit different now, right? So multi-level marketing companies, when an individual tells you they were able to use this pen to write, and when they wrote, money came out. Yeah, I'm kidding. But then, yeah, it's like selling this pen to John, and John will also sell this pen to Gloria. I'm just saying. So that is a multi-level marketing company. So during the olden days, we know that, because I know some during the time that we were involved in this understanding of the multi-level marketing company, I realized that in those days I was ready to do anything to make money. So at the end of the day, you need to understand that it took us to some skills to learn from a certain type of domain. Anyway, so during the olden days, the way that we understood how network marketing was done, there are people like Bob Proctor. They were all multi-level marketers. Jim Rohn, probably you guys have seen, he was a multi-level marketer. There are people that were really, really good network marketers. During the olden days, if somebody is going to tell you about a product, you need to know that the products that they're going to tell you about is either you're going to hear from it from a friend, that friend that you know, or maybe a colleague, somebody you work with, or maybe your church member. So you know the person. And even if they invite you to a program, you are basically going to go to either their living room or a hotel. Normally, even though now still it happens, but that was the only way to have a meeting and a presentation. So during that era, when they are presenting the product to you, it is about the product and nothing else. It is about the product and nothing else. So when it becomes about the product, you can see it right there. The person that is presenting this product, the person, yesterday, last week, I saw him in this suit. This week, I'm seeing him in this suit. Third week, I'm seeing him in the same suit. So in your mind, you're not going to even think that, oh man, this guy is trying to show he has money. He's grinding by selling a product. So the focus was about the product. If it's about vitamins, whether if it's about herbal, medications and so on, it doesn't matter. It's about the products. That was how the multi-level marketing companies those days were prospected. But during these days now, it's no more about the product. It's about the person. It's no more about the product. It's about the people. People don't buy into the company anymore because of the product. They buy into the company because of the people. So now people know that people will buy from them because of them. So what they do is that they focus more on them and not the product. When you are able to position yourself in a way, people will now buy into your ideologies. This is the new era, the way it is. So now, whether it's on Instagram, whatever, they call something branding, right? So you brand yourself and then people will now follow you and other products. So this is why I'm saying there is no bad and good here. It's about comparing the eras. So during the olden days, it was very difficult for you to be able to make sales faster. But now it is easy to make sales faster. All right, in the new era, because now Instagram, funnels, whatever, drop this, comment this, do that, and so on and so forth. We push you here, and then before you can realize you are buying something. So now you can get an inflow of many people investing into a product. They have no idea about what it's going to even do, but they just have to buy into it, because if Kweku can do it, then John can do it as well. That is how it is. It's like if Kweku can do it, then John can do it, right? So that is the era we are in right now. It is no more about the product. So when you look at the old era, by default, you are going to learn patience on the go. You are going to understand, listen, if my mentor is still wearing this suit from last week again this week, then no need for me to rush. Does that make sense? So a lot of people sometimes come to me and say, Cliff, all these companies, they are Ponzi schemes and all that. And I said, I hear you. For me, it's not about whether the company is a scam or not. If the company is not even a scam, it can end up being a scam. Because the reality is that in this new era that we are in, because people don't take their time to understand the company's products, they make noise, they bring tons of people into it, and then now now the person that you brought him in is telling you, okay, you told me if I come today, all I have to do, let's say for example, signals, all I have to do is to copy and paste. I'm copying and pasting, but I'm not making money. So now they feel like they are failures, because they're telling them that you only copied and pasted and you made money. So they are copying and pasting, they are not making money in trading. So what are you saying about those companies? So there are many companies out there. And at the end of the day, most of the time, the CEOs of the companies, they have good intentions. They genuinely really want to educate people, genuinely. Because I've been at some of the back ends and so on and so forth. So I understand that genuinely when you listen to the CEOs, they have a vision. But then because it's a multi-level marketing company, and right now people don't pay attention to the product, and they only pay attention to the lifestyle, the traveling and so on and so forth, people now will come in rushing and they have zero understanding about the product. So now before they realize they're not making money, and they said they scammed me. No, it's the way I call that the entry point. It's what scammed you, the entry point. So the way back then people were basically prospecting people, it will make you automatically just say, hey, you know what, I'm going to be patient. There is no get rich quick scheme. So back in the days when your upliner, I remember when my first time when they prospected me, they prospected me. I didn't know. So my first time ever in network marketing business, I will never forget. One gentleman posted a video on Instagram and said, I have made a lot of money from trading. And in my mind, I'm like, hey, I started trading in 2012. And if this guy is making a lot of money after he started trading 2 months, then this guy must be the guru. Because me, 2012 to 2015, I'm not making no withdrawal. I was still struggling. So I was like, okay, then this guy must crack the code. So he said, if you want to make money like how I am making money, DM me now. So I was like, okay, cool. Let me DM this guy. I know him, and he's an integral guy. So this guy now told me, Cliff, don't worry, I'll help you. And I said, bro, I've been trading for a while now. and I know how trading works. Is this thing real? I didn't know anything about network marketing companies or sales or whatever. I didn't even know people can actually do that. People sometimes ask me, Cliff, why are we hearing about you now? I said, because I didn't even know you can build a brand with trading. I didn't even know none of these things, genuinely, because my mindset was not even on that. So he now introduced me to what they call the upliner. So the upliner is the individual that signed up the person that is about to sign me up. Now, the reality is that, the upliner is somebody that is obviously higher than the person signing me up. So I went there and he connected me to his upliner. So when he connected me to the upliner, he edified his upliner. Hello, Cliff. So this is my upliner. So and so. He has been an amazing person in my life. Ever since I got started, he has helped me. He has done that. He's a very busy guy. Right now, even as I'm talking to you, he's on his way to meeting. It was later on, and I realized when they are doing that, it's possible the person is still in his boxer shorts lying down. I didn't know this. He's on his way to his meeting, and yada, yada, yada. I said, okay, no problem. This upliner, I'm going to go up soon too then. So he said, hello, what's your name? I said, my name is Clifford. What do you do? I introduced, oh, wow, you are already a trader. Good for you. Like, I didn't know. I said, well, yeah, we are doing this and this and that. Oh, okay. All right, Cliff, I'm not going to take much of your time. So I'm going to tell you, So before I realized, I bought into the vision. I was like, let's go. But I have not seen the product. But because I trust this one and I trust the upliner, even though I have not seen the product, I'm like, let's go. That is how I start. Mindset. And it was later down the line and I realized that, wow, that was a good tactics right there. But I didn't know. No offense to them. That was professionally edified. But it does something to your mind. Remember, this is a psychological segment. So everything that I'm saying to you, I'm not attacking anybody. I'm trying to let you understand what happens to your mind when you go through something as an entry point. Stay with me. If you don't get why I'm building this foundation, you will not get this topic for today's masterclass we're about to learn. So you see, you have an old era. The way they entered into the markets, they will struggle, they will not make money quick and so on and so forth, but they have patience. Then you have the new era. They are able to sign up people quickly, but they have zero patience, because the same way they got the people quickly, they want to get money also quickly. But they forget that the only way to make money is how powerful your product is and how powerful you understand the product. This was the issue. Let's talk about music a little bit. Back in the days, you will have to go for auditions, rehearsals, before they can even say, listen, after this pitch and that pitch, we think that you don't have the talent yet, but 2-3 years later, you will have the talent. Maybe it will be developed. So you come back later. That was how people used to get into music. It was the era. It was not bad. So that is why sometimes when you hear an age-long music, you're like, wow, this music still hits. Same thing with movies. You can watch an old movie. I saw a movie recently. Old movie is called Kickboxer by Van Damme. And at the end of the day, I was basically just saying that, wow, like I remember this movie, like it was like yesterday. And I was like, oh, this movie, I can still watch it again. You can still watch a movie that was made 2020, maybe 2015 or 2002, and it's still powerful. Why? Because there was a way they did the onboarding. The mindset behind the movie, from the director to the actors, was different. It was not about being viral or going viral. It was about making a long age movie. But now it's not like that. Everybody is an actress. Everybody is an actor. All you have to do is make a skit, and now you're an actor. Everybody is now a musician, whether AI or whatever, we don't know. So the new era we are in, it is not negative, but it comes with its own positivity and things as far as your mindset is concerned. So now you will find out that people who want to be musicians in this age, what do? They think about virality. How can I go viral now? So when they make one video and the other and they don't go viral, what happens next is that they think they are failing. So right now, if it's not happening fast, then I am failing. That is the mindset it has created. But the olden days, they were like, I have to create something that can stand the test of time. It is not their fault, neither it is ours. It's called culture. Remember what I said? That era comes with the systems, the mindset, and the culture. It's a culture. But you need to understand that even though it's a culture, it's doing something to your mind. Remember, it is important when you come onto this masterclass, you understand exactly what I'm teaching you here. I am not teaching you something to say, oh, then the elder era was good. No, they also had limitations. Imagine right now, I had to now think about how I can fly into Malawi and then from there to Cameroon. That means this masterclass is going to be impossible. So it is good news as well. But if now I try to get you here watching me, and I go like, here is how I'm going to help you to fix your psychology in 2 minutes. Now I am abusing the, because remember, principles remains the same, but practices can change. In every industry, in every situation, practices can change for sure, but principles must remain the same. When COVID-19 happened, we were using, some people, I'm just joking, but some people were using elbows to greet. Practices was changing, but the principle of greeting remained the same. People were kissing, but they were kissing the air, mwah, mwah, but they don't want to bring their face together. Why? Because the practices is changing, but principles remain the same. Same thing here. So one thing that we need to understand is this. I wrote down here, the problem is when you try, please write this down, please, it's important. The problem is when you try to succeed in a new era with an old understanding, or you copy an old result without understanding the mind and the environment that produced it. I'm going to repeat it again. The problem is when you try to succeed in a new era with an old understanding. That means the person that was using the horses can say, I will never ever stop using your horses. Yes, we hear you and we know you love horses, but unfortunately, nobody will sit on a horse and pay you $100 to take them to another city. We want to use a car. Even the car right now, every car is now automatic. Every car is now electric. So errors are coming. You can't do anything about that. But however, the problem is when you try to succeed in a new era with an old understanding, or you copy an old result without understanding the mind and the environment that produced it. Very important. So now that you understand that, yes, okay, Cliff, you are bringing my attention to something here that it is true, that an era created a mindset. It is true. So right now there is a mindset. This mindset that we are in, everybody is a coach to themselves and to their own family, to everything. Everything is now easy and fast access. So it is very difficult for you to pinpoint out. One time I came across a video on Instagram or so, and then they were asking a young lady that what is 1 + 1? I think 2 × 2 or so, but it was about multiplication something. He said, what is 2 × 2? And he says 2 × 2. The guy said the 2 × 2 is 4, right? And the girl said, well, I don't know if 2 × 2 is 4 or not, because we don't know when at the time of the creation of the universe. The guy said, wait, what is going on? 2 × 2 is 4. There is no reason to go check whatever, whatnot, and so on and so forth. But that is the era we are in now. New mindsets, new culture, new behavior, new everything. Era. So now you have I was just trying to use the MLM space to let you understand that the era can make the same industry produce different mindsets. Are you with me? The era that we may be in, same industry, but different mindsets. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm talking about a very powerful topic. I title my topic today, New Age Portfolio Manager, into brackets NAPM. New Age Portfolio Manager. New Age Portfolio Manager. New Age Portfolio Manager. Today we're about to talk about the kind of era we are in as traders, how our mindset has been formed by the culture, by the systems, by the tools, what it has made you become. Today you will understand why you are not patient. You will know that it's not your fault, whether lack of knowledge or whatever, it's not your fault. So when I hear people sometimes say, I don't know why, Cliff, I'm not patient, I say, it's not your fault. It will be your fault after you have gotten the knowledge and still decide to be impatient. But as far as you as a human being is concerned, you need to understand there are things that create the mindset of an individual. I've told you guys this from our last masterclass, and I said that addiction is something many industries play the game to benefit from. They want you to be addicted. The gambling society wants you to be addicted to gambling. The adult content society wants you to get addicted to adult content. They don't want you to break free out of that. They don't want you to. So you need to understand, even though it's an addiction, it benefits some people. So what do you think is going to happen? You think people will let you not be addicted? It's not true. So you need to understand we live in a world that you need to become aware. There is a level or stage when you get into life, you need to start becoming aware of your environment. Remember, emotional intelligence? It's not just being aware of your emotions, but as well as others. So New Age Portfolio Manager, if you are excited for this masterclass that we're about to learn today you will understand, okay, by the end of this masterclass, you will call yourself an NAPM, New Age Portfolio Manager. Before we go in, let's talk about one trader that I actually really find very fascinating. His name is Paul Tudor Jones, an interesting trader, very old in the olden days, old era. So Paul Tudor Jones. Paul Tudor Jones started not like the way normally everybody starts. Okay, guys, let me make sure that you guys are ready for where I'm going, because please pay attention now. Okay, pay attention for me, please. New Age Portfolio Manager. The purpose of this masterclass is that at the end of the day, I want to sow a seed into your mind for you to start thinking like a portfolio manager. We want to cancel the gambling or the gambler's fallacy mindset. We need to cancel that today. And the only way to do that is to bring you into a space of conviction. You see, conviction is not just you hearing something. It's what happens to you when you hear what you heard. I've mostly said this over and over again for you to understand conviction. I'm going to make the example again because it is important you understand the masterclass we're about to learn today. Are you with me? So imagine you have two people. I always make this example, but stay with me. You have two people and you are the third one. Now, at the end of the day, you are all in the same room and you are saying, oh, you are gisting, you are talking, you are having fun, and so on and so forth. Now, the moment you left the room, you left your phone in the room and you were going to come back, but we didn't know that you are coming. So when we were coming, we heard us talk about you, saying things like, even this guy, he worries too much. Look at the way he speaks. Now, you overheard us, but you didn't say anything. You entered the room, took your phone, and you said bye-bye to us. Now, there is nothing we will say to you again, about you again, that you will believe beyond what you heard, that we didn't know you were coming. Are you with me? That is conviction. When conviction happens to you, nothing can take that away from you. So that is where I want to bring you guys to a place where you are going to hear the truth about certain things. And you'll be like, now I understand why this thing is still in my mindset. You are not bad. You are just wired. You are not bad. You are just wired. And why? If you are not bad and you are just wired, I always tell people this, you can rewire. And it starts with knowing the truth. New Age Portfolio Manager, the masterclass topic for today. Paul Tudor Jones, let's start with him. Old money. Paul Tudor Jones. Are you guys with me? Drop some ones in the chat now. Let me check the comments section. Drop some ones in the chat if you're ready to learn. Because me, I'm ready to teach. If you're ready to learn, I'm ready to teach. Paul Tudor Jones. All right. PTJ, an amazing, anytime you talk about Paul Tudor Jones, most people, of course, we all know him as the billionaire hedge fund manager. Thank you so much, guys. Yes. But Paul Tudor Jones didn't start the way I started. He probably didn't even start the way most even traders even started. I would just basically just say. But he started from a trading floor, not a phone. Are you guys with me? Paul Tudor Jones was connected by a family member to his mentor, Ellis. So Ellie Tullis was Paul Tudor Jones' mentor. And his mentor used to trade a commodity called cotton, C-O-T-T-O-N, cotton. Now, yes, you can trade cotton. And that is another conversation for another day. A lot of people, because there are different types of commodities. When you talk about commodities, gold is not the only commodity. I'm sure by now you know this already. We have soft commodities and we have hard commodities. So the soft commodities such as cotton, cocoa, and all of that, people trade that. All right, soya beans, whatever one now. Then we have hard commodities like silver, gold, copper, and all of that. Also, people can trade that. So Paul Tudor Jones' mentor, he was a cotton exchange trader. All right. Now, when they now connected Paul Tudor Jones to Tullis, he didn't just become a trader, but they offered him an apprenticeship, to be able to be like what did they call this again? Like an intern. So he was working as a clerk. Paul was working as a clerk. So with Paul, him working as a clerk, remember, he's seeing everything that they are doing. He's learning, but he's not learning like the way we learn. So he's seeing, he was not analyzing other flow. He was seeing other flow. So he's seeing the whole entire orders and every single thing that is happening, because remember, his mentor was in the exchange. So he could see everything. So he started as a clerk. So one thing that you need to understand with a person like this, he was not in an environment that was like a joke. He wakes up, he has to dress up, and he has to go to a professional environment. So a person like that, he's not going to say, how do I become disciplined? They all had their own limitation. Remember, psychology is not something that is inbuilt. I mean, a good psychology, but your mindset, your behavior, and emotions is not something that is inbuilt like bam. But every era affects it differently. That's what I'm trying to basically let you understand. So their own, they didn't start the way we started. He came in a way that he started from a trading floor. He started by having a mentor in a way that puts him in a position that he was already learning on the go. So he saw discipline. He saw all these things. He was not just seeing it by abstract concepts. He saw it physically. If you are not disciplined, we fire you right there, because we can see you're not disciplined. We don't need to think that you are disciplined. We can see that you're not disciplined. So we fire you. That was how Paul started. So people like this, one thing that you need to understand is that when I was just meditating on this, I was like, his entry point was somebody who became like an intern. So already he was privileged to be where he can learn these things. Number two, his environment was professional, high pressure, very serious. So he understood what was at stake. His identity was not, I'm the GOAT. He was not thinking about being a GOAT. He was thinking about being a serious professional person who wants to build a career. He didn't wake up one day and say, hey, I don't know how to pay my rent, and therefore I'm going to flip an account. That was not Paul Tudor Jones, and many of them as well. So why am I giving as an example? The era that he came through automatically gave him a good mindset for the business. A good behavior, which even if he had a bad behavior, it was going to be very difficult a little bit for him to be able to not practice good behavior in that environment. So the entry point. Now I wrote down a few things about the mind, the emotions, and behavior. I wrote down here that the way, most old era traders entered, they mostly entered through the banks, exchange floors, brokerage firms, and either internships or apprenticeships, whatever you call it. That is how they entered. Now, when you enter into an industry like this, there is a way it frames your mind. It makes you see it as a job. Remember, I told you guys, people sometimes say, Cliff, I want to learn how to trade to quit my job. And I'm like, you mean you want to change your job? Because trading is a job. A lot of people don't see it like that. And I don't care about what anybody thinks. It is true. Trading is a job. You are not skipping one job to not do no job. You are skipping one job to be your own boss and still do a job. Because over there, you are going to be your own boss. So if you don't wake up early, nobody's going to fire you. You have to fire you. It's your job. You are your own HR. Are you with me? You are your own director. You are your own manager. It's your job. So during those days, somebody was going to fire you from that job. And now, nobody's going to fire you from your job, which is this job. So the way that they entered the market framed their mind in a certain way. As a profession, that is how they saw it. Something you grow in over years. Because remember, when Paul entered into that space, he was not thinking, oh man, how can I flip this? How can I quickly learn how to be a trader and make money? No, Paul was just basically just growing. He learned and understood how the business was working. He was picturing himself in a long-term perspective. So their expectation was, I am learning a craft. Their expectation was, this will take time. Their expectation was, risk must be controlled before, or if not, I can be fired. That was their mindset. What about their emotions? During those days, it was not easy to get capital. That means losing the capital was not just losing some money in your trading account. Losing the capital meant you were losing your career. So automatically, you In your mind, you are already going to control your emotion because you know there are consequences. But you see, the way we entered in these days, you are trading on your phone. You are your own boss on your phone, in your house. All right, you call yourself the goat whenever you want. So there is no consequences. And whenever you take consequences from a man, you have taken away their responsibility, because men are mostly responsible to the extent of what they know will happen if they don't do. Are you with me? It's like it gives them an anti-mindset. And so for them, the old era, they knew, if I lose this capital, I have lost my career. I will be fired. I am done. Where am I going to get the opportunity again? So they were very grateful for the opportunity. So managing a portfolio with the right emotions was by default. In a way, you can go back and be crazy in your own house, but when you come to the floor, you'll be disciplined. It's like many of us that when we're growing up in, many African homes, they will sometimes say, wow, this is a pastor's son or a pastor's daughter. Yes, it is true. In that house, they are the pastor's child. But when they leave, it's like, what happened? Nothing happened. The environment created a discipline. Outside of that environment, they were not disciplined. So there was a way they will still make money. That is why you will find people like Jesse Livermore. He made a lot of money and still, took his own life. Why? Because some part of his mindset still was struggling with mild depression, sadness, and so many different things. So the fact that majority of the old era were making money didn't mean they all had the right mindset. It's not true. Are you guys finding the balance now? It was the environment they were in that enforced the behaviors, the emotional regulation. Today, we ourselves need to fight for, but because they had the environment. That is why some of them, they will still end up being broke, become alcoholic, and then you will see their life. They say, this used to be a hedge fund manager, but what happened to him now? Because the person was never truly transformed for the transformation to become the identity. I always tell people this. Many people that we look up to right now, if you're supposed to spend some few days with them, if you're not careful, you will not respect them again, because the environment may have shaped them to become a person by service, not by identity. That is why some hedge fund managers, they can be very successful, but the way that they are able to perform is that they are on high performance, supplement of drugs or whatever. Why? Because they will rather perform in the environment and go be useless in their own identity. Old era versus new era. None of them has disadvantages only or advantages only. Both have advantages and disadvantages. That is why you will find people, as I said, like Jesse Livermore, successful trader, and yet still take his life. Why? Because while he was making money, he was leaving a healthy mindset behind. He connected himself and made everything of that sort his identity. He went through several different things in life. I wouldn't lie, but at the end of the day, it shows that if you are assuming, if this person is a very monster trader, then you'll be assuming that all areas of his mindset must be true. No. Are you guys with me now? So that was how the old era, their environment and the way things were, forced them to be disciplined, forced them to be able to do things that was right. So the mindset was by default, by the environment. So they will not blow an account stupidly, not because they are good, but because they know if you blow this account, that is the last opportunity you are getting, unless it is your own personal money. Because capital was hard to get by. What about their behavior? They were people that taught in multiple asset classes, portfolio construction and position sizing. Position sizing is not about choosing a lot size. Position sizing is about defining your sizes that you want to use in a period of time in the market. And so this was the mindset that created them. Now let's come to the new era. How do we enter trading now? How do we enter trading now? Remember, what my attempt for this all introduction that I'm doing now is to let you understand something is not wrong with you necessarily, but there is something wrong. And so my attempt is to be able to show you that the first problem is the entry point. The way you enter into a business is what frames your mindset and even contributes to your behavior. So how do we now enter into trading now? Most people enter through social media hype. Most people enter because somebody said they were able to, they are the goats of gold. Some people entered because they saw somebody flipping $200 to $20K. Some people also got involved because of what we call prop firms. That is how they got involved. So when you got involved in this way, you're going to have financial pressure. You have debt. You have job pressure, stress. Some people are like, you know what? I want to be able to leave my job. And somebody will tell, here is how I quit my job in 60 days. Now, if you hate your boss and you really want to quit your job and you come across that video and the person is showing you things that makes you believe he actually really quit their job in 60 days by doing trading, won't your appetite rise up? But that kind of entry point, you won't survive. What are we talking about now? New age portfolio management. But we have to talk about the entry point. That entry point frames a mind. The entry point is like a ship designer. It's like you put something in a ship, and then when you remove the thing, it has become the ship. That is the entry point effect. So how people now enter into the game now is through social media hype. Somebody is saying he's a few days ago, I think, whatever, I saw a video. I'm not going to mention any name, but I saw a video from a so-called trader who claims that they are goats, and he was showing he deposited some money and he's going to flip it and buy something for himself. And he was showing how it's like trading it's like putting an ATM card in an ATM machine and you just flip it and you just buy your car and buy the house. That entry point, if you are under this level of mentorship, you are in trouble. Even if you make it, eventually you will lose it one day, because that's not how it works. You see, because the truth of the matter is there are many ways, many ways that people are now getting confused. So the way that you enter into the industry really matters. So your mind is not entering the market with urgency. I wrote down here, impatience, expectation of fast results, and then panic is slow. So now the new era, the moment the growth is slow, everything is wrong somewhere. Oh man, I have to look for a new strategy. No, chief, you need to sit down and finish the one you started. You don't need to learn a new strategy. Relax. So remember, what did I tell you? That we are trying to understand the disadvantages and the advantages. Also, the advantages here is that because of the new era systems, me and you, we are able to participate in trading, which is a good thing. Because back in the days, you couldn't just participate like that. You needed several, advantages to be able to get yourself involved into the market. But now it's quick. But as quick as it is, it comes with its own disadvantages, which is it creates impatience, it creates urgency. Somebody just wake up one day, and after they have made so many series of decisions in their life that has made them ended up in being debt, they're like, I'm going to learn trading. For what? To get into more debt? Why do you want to learn trading? So the entry point was wrong. So it will frame a different mindset. Remember, everything we talk about here is about mindset. That is the way it is. What about the environment? I wrote down here, because of the way the environment now is in this new era, 24/7, you are exposed to Telegram channels, Discord groups, notifications, bam. So there is too many noise. But during the old era, you will not even know somebody even made money last week unless the person is your friend. But here, as soon as people genuinely want to just make some profit, they know probably they are not going to even be able to withdraw, and they just want to share their screenshots to show other people they also caught the goal setup. Now, with that kind of noise, it is framing a kind of a mindset. You cannot be a portfolio manager like that. Impossible. You will be distracted. Are you guys with me? Okay. So there are psychological challenges of a new portfolio manager, a new age portfolio manager. All these things that I said was to bring your attention here, that if I say a new age portfolio manager, that is who you are, but you can choose to be the one that will survive and milk the market, or the one that will chase everybody else and eventually quit trading. Choose one. If you are ready, I'm about to now teach you how to become the right new age portfolio manager. The positive way. So now, if you believe that you are a new age portfolio manager, wherever you are right now, before we even go into today's topic, very well deeply to show you, I'm going to show you a couple of few things. I'm going to show you the psychological challenges that a new age portfolio manager is facing, and I will show you the solution. So if you are ready to become an NAPM, declare to yourself wherever you are that I am becoming the right new age portfolio manager. That is the purpose of today's masterclass. My goal is to give you an understanding, is to show you a way out, to understand. Listen, it is true. Everything Cliff is saying is true. For example, myself, the way I entered is because I hate my job. So now when the more I lose the market, the more I'm like, oh my God, that means I'm still going to keep my job. So the moment you go and you see the face of your boss, you are already angry. But what did he do to you? Nothing. In fact, you're supposed to be grateful you have a job in the first place. People come to you and say, Cliff, should I think I was talking to, I don't know if he's probably on this call right now, but I was having a call with an amazing individual. He honored me so much, and he's a lawyer. And he came to me and said, Cliff, I'm a legal practitioner. I'm a lawyer. Can I be a lawyer and trade at the same time? And I told him yes and no. An amazing gentleman. I've never seen somebody who throws honor like that. When he came onto the call, he gave me too much smiles on my face. But anyway, fast forward. He was like, Cliff, is it possible? And I said yes and no. I said yes, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to be the one to define for you that you can't be a lawyer and trade. Yes, you can. But to what extent do you want to do it? So I gave him an idea and I said, think about it. For me, I have never seen a retail trader lawyer. For retail traders, not for the hedge funds, for retail traders. Me, I have not seen it. Maybe some of the people are there that their job is to defend retail traders. That, hey, trader, this prop firm said they will not give you this money. I'll break down to you why they are saying so and what you can do. I have not seen a lawyer like that. So I told him, if you are going to become a lawyer who focuses on retail trading, and I told him, imagine if you had a YouTube channel right now. I'm going to ask a question. How many of you guys right now would have gone onto that YouTube channel with seriousness the same way? Imagine you come across a YouTube channel that tells you, here are the 5 legal reasons why your prop firm will not give you the money. How many of you will go there and watch that video? Be honest. You will, even me, I will go and watch, because I want to understand the legal understanding of why certain things happen. Because there are many of you here, the brokerage contracts they gave you, you didn't read it. The prop firm, you didn't read it. The deal you are signing with other companies in this industry about the forex market, you didn't read it. So when they say they will not give you the money, they are standing on a higher ground. But imagine there was a YouTube channel dedicated just for legal breakdown of the industry for retail traders. I was telling him, I said, do you know how many people that will want to watch your videos? So yes, if you want to become a trader, for me, create a system that makes sure every conversation about trading, you will milk the money for the market, and you will milk legal money also from your clients, because many of them are in trouble. Anyways, do you guys understand what I'm saying? Very important that you understand this. So that is what I told him. So I'm basically just bringing your attention to this for you to understand that entry point is very important. The way you enter into the industry is important. It forms a certain kind of a mindset. Now, the psychological challenges of the new age portfolio manager. I'm going to list it for you. I will not explain this because we are going to be talking about the solution of how to come out of that psychological challenges. The psychological challenges of a new age portfolio manager. So this is like the main core topic within the topic, the new age portfolio manager, but it's too long. So that's why I call it just the new age portfolio manager. So the title is the psychological challenges of a new age portfolio manager. Are you guys learning? Are you genuinely learning? Okay. The first psychological challenge I wrote here is expectation overload. Expectation overload. I will not explain this too much because I want to quickly go on to teaching you how to come out of this problem. The psychological challenges of a new age portfolio manager. The first one is expectation overload. Expectation overload. It's not your fault. The way you entered, you are expecting more. In this industry, you have to be very, very careful because you need to understand it's a conflict of interest. And so I always tell people this. I want to say these things, I say it from the bottom of my heart. I'm not attacking anybody. But the mentees and the traders needs to know that don't look at them. Every single time I look at people, sometimes say it's not everybody that is making noise that they have money in trading is bad. No, it is not about them. It's about you. When these things keeps on being posted over and over again, it destroys your mindset psychologically without you realizing it. Are you with me? Because whether people are making money or not, it's about them and their family. But it creates expectation overload. If this person can do it, then I can do it. It's not true, Chief. You may not be able to do it because there is a saying that 100 people in everything, war, football, music, whatever. When you pick 100 people, 10 out of the 100 was not supposed to start what they started. They were already failures before they started because they were going to quit. 80 out of the 90 remaining were the target. In other words, they are the liquidity. 10 remaining, 9 out of that, they are fighters. They will keep on fighting. I said this, I think, last week, Masterclass. They will blow an account, they will come again. They will blow another one, they will come again. They will make money, blow it, they will come again. They are fighters. And only one is a warrior. In every industry, you will find this. So what I'm trying basically just tell you is to know that, yes, I know that right now you are in debt. I know that you have problems, but you have to be willing to come in the right way and learn the right way and not try to use trading to solve your debt problem in 2 weeks. That it won't work. Even if it works, you will borrow and blow bigger money and go into much more bigger debt than even you used to be. Do you understand? Very important you understand this. So expectation overload, first big psychological problem. Psychological problem number one, expectation overload. Number two, short-term thinking. Now, many new age portfolio managers right now are short-term thinkers. How can I be able to make money now? Yes, there is a possibility you may make a profit now, but to be able to build wealth, it takes time. Because the Bible says strong men retain wealth. You don't become strong in 2 days. It takes time to gain strength. No? Good. So you need to be able to understand that short-term thinking will not help you to get there. But that is one of the psychological challenges of a new age portfolio manager now. Short-term thinking. Number one, expectation overload. Number two, short-term thinking. Number three, constant comparison. Constant comparison. Oh, this guy is a goat. No, this one is a goat. Man, I'm telling you, Cliff Cheqona, you go to the master. No. As a TP family member, never. Comparison is not important. Nobody, I've told you this several times. No one is a goat in this industry except the one that is being eaten by the market. That's for sure, I understand. By what definition are you the goat? The goat of rebate? The goat of brokerage compensation? Which goat? The goat of mentorships and courses? Which goat? Specify it. Tell yourself that you are the goat of funnels. That for sure, I agree. But the goat of what? Because you made money today. Have you not heard that past performance does not guarantee future ones? Have you ever seen the greatest of all time who cannot be able to predict their future? If past performance does not guarantee future ones, then how are you a goat? Goat on free bait, I understand. Truly you are, because you have other people you are eating as well. It makes sense. So we need to understand that when you don't understand, the constant comparison kills mentees. You will not understand. It kills mentees because the mentees, they genuinely love people. They love mentors. So they are basically going to say, oh, this my mentor is better than this one. No. The moment you start seeing that, it means there is a big problem happening right there. It means eventually those mentors will make sure that they will compare themselves to themselves. I bought this car. This person didn't buy a car. This one bought a car. It didn't come with a tire. This one bought it. It came with only one tire. So comparison. No, I bought Lamborghini. Me too. I bought one, but yours is pink. That doesn't make sense. Too many comparisons. It kills your mindset in a negative way, and it brings psychological challenges to your training. Comparison. Because you need time to grow. Very important you understand this. What about another psychological challenges that I have? Emotional fatigue. Because you don't understand that trading is a business, you think you have to do it every day. You think you have to do it all the time. It's not true. Remember, go to the masterclass, the psychology of trading performance. You will understand that you are a performer, just like a footballer. It's a performer, just like a model. It's a performer. I've said this before, but when you understand that trading is a performance business, meaning that you have to perform well to make good money, you will understand why eating certain food and certain meals will cause you a problem. I said this one time on the Instagram, and people were throwing shade at me and saying that you talk too much. I said, I hear you. Keep on eating your kenke for breakfast and go and trade during London session. No wonder you would think that is a double bottom. You can go ahead and be my guest. People don't understand because of ignorance. Every industry survives well based on the infrastructures that helps the industry to perform. So that is why you have heard me saying this before, that the infrastructures in the financial market is not built for the average retail trader to make money. Yes, it's not built for the average retail trader to make money. You see, when people now start making money, whether from courses or rebates or probably from trading, they start to eat good food. So you will see them eating some food. They will be drinking some vitamins. You will see them eating well, and it starts helping them more. And they now say, "Yeah, I feel good." Of course, you feel good. You drank a whole, carrot juice mixed with, pomegranate. So what do you expect? It's going to give you good vitamins. You are drinking cranberry juice all the time. All your toxins is all going away. So of course you are fine. Tell the person who is trying to pay their debt that go and buy one cranberry juice, ocean spray, and there you will know what they will tell you. They'll tell you, no, I will just drink my Fanta like that. And the more the person is drinking Fanta, it's affecting them psychologically. Oh, Cliff, is that true? It is true. The things you eat is how you feel. That is why when you go to the gym, there are certain meals you can eat and you can't eat. Are you with me? Because you are a performer. So people don't understand this yet. Why? Because the infrastructures is not built for the average retail trader to make money. So they don't talk about that. Some of you, all that you have to start doing to add to your trading plan is 2 bananas every morning. 2 bananas. What would that do? It will help your cortisol levels to come down. Because some of you are too stressed. You have chronic stress. So even if your day is not stressful, you will create stress for yourself. Oh, Cliff, are you sure? I am sure, Chief. Eat banana as a trader. So when they ask you, why are you buying all this banana? It is part of my trading plan. When I ask you a question, I want you to say it back. So now when you go into the market and they see you buying a banana, before we go into this, I want to share something very humorous. I remember, in Ukraine, they have, because they don't understand blacks, because Ukrainians don't understand blacks, the nature of a black person. They are not, I will not say that they are racist, but they don't understand blacks. Let me put it that way. So when they see a black person, you can tell they have a certain kind of, awkward way about, black people. So we went to the zoo. And when we went to the zoo, me, I'm excited. I didn't even think about anything negative. And when we were going to the zoo, I went to the zoo, we checked the lions, we checked the zebras and all of that. Then I was going near a certain cage, and that cage was a cage for monkeys. And when I was going near the cage, I knew in my spirit it was starting to get awkward because it was only white people there. No offense. I remember it's Ukrainians. I'm not saying that everybody's being racist. No, don't cut me. I'm just trying to be a little bit, honest about how I felt. So the more I was getting near the cage of the monkeys, I could tell it's like they were looking, the Ukrainians were looking at me like, yo, why are you not supposed to, how did you get out? That's how I felt, because it was awkward. It was like for a split second, it felt like everybody stopped looking at those monkeys and they started looking at my direction. I said, what are you looking at? So in my mind, I started getting a little bit irritated. I said, what are they looking at? This is very awkward. Then it connected the dots in my mind and said, wait, I hope you're not cracking one cringy, funny joke in your head right now. And I'm just saying this to say that, sometimes at the end of the day, when you are talking to people about bananas, it just brought that joke into my head. Anyway, let's get back to the business. Okay. Anyway, so bananas, you are a performer. So whatever that you have to do to make sure you don't get emotional fatigue, you have to do it. For example, some of you need to sleep 2 hours or maybe have a siesta before you trade. So that means if you don't sleep well, you don't trade. But people don't understand this. They don't understand. There are hedge fund managers that some of their CEOs of the company, they sometimes, book massaging, spa therapy for them to make sure that they are good, because they know if they are fine mentally, the portfolio is fine. But retail traders don't understand that. Oh, Cliff, it doesn't matter, for us. No, some of you need to drink water. Drink water because you are a performer. Drink water. Be hydrated. Don't be dehydrated. Be hydrated. Because some of you don't drink water. You wake up from the sleep, from the dream that you saw yourself blowing accounts. You woke up from that dream. You didn't pray. You didn't declare nothing. You woke up from that same dream under the same blanket. You picked up your phone, analyzed gold, and said you are going to buy. What do you think will happen to that account? Already your mind has programmed defeat already in advance, because you saw yourself blowing the account. Still, you woke up, still under the blanket. You didn't drink water. You didn't take shower. You just woke up and still want to make money from that blanket. It doesn't work like that. Trading is a business. You are emotionally fatigued already. That is another. The other one is addiction to fast setups. Fast setups. Some of you listening to me right now needs to pause the strategy of scalping now a little bit, because it has made you become very addictive to the market. Pause. Because fast setups is equal to fast decisions, isn't it? Good. Then over concentration. Then I have here no real diversification. The average retail trader is not thinking about diversifying anything. So when you tell them about put this one money here, call it bills, put another money and call it groceries, don't trade on the same portfolio, they are like, what do you mean? But these are the psychological challenges that if you come through the entry point as a new age portfolio manager in the wrong way, it will create these psychological challenges for you. There are many of them, but that is not my topic to talk about the problems, but we're about to talk about the solution. Now, let's talk about the solution. How then do you become the right new age portfolio manager? Guys, if you are learning, I want you to declare to yourself right now that I'm becoming the right portfolio manager. I am becoming the right portfolio. Some of you guys have seen your testimonies. Yeah, Cliff, I came into trading just to trade, but I am becoming a better person. I said, that's it. It's happening to that person. So tell yourself wherever you are right now, let's bring some music up quickly. Wherever that you are right now, let's pause, breathe, and tell yourself, I am becoming a serious, disciplined portfolio manager. No more gambling. Say no more to gambling. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare your mindset to receive the solution that can be able to help you to become the portfolio manager that you need to become. Say no more to gambling. Mentally say no more to gambling. Understanding why, say no more to gambling. I am becoming a disciplined portfolio manager. I understand that the way I may have entered into the industry may have constructed a certain mindset that leads to impatience. But by this masterclass, I am understanding that I am becoming a portfolio manager with the right thinking, with the right positive thinking, with the right mindset to understand that it takes time to grow a portfolio. And therefore, I am becoming a new age portfolio manager in the right way. Declare to yourself in the next couple of few minutes. Declare. Declare. I'm waiting for you. Declare. While you are hearing the sound, use it to declare. Declare. Declare to yourself that you are becoming a new age portfolio manager. That even by the end of this masterclass, some of you will need to print this in your shirt, write it in your book. You can tag me, you can even add it to your Instagram bio. A new age portfolio manager with the right mindset, so that you can see it everywhere you go. NAPM. New age. Maybe we should turn this into a merch one day. NAPM. New age portfolio manager. That is what you are becoming right now. Not just any portfolio manager, but the one that understands that the era I am in is new. I get it. The entry point can be fast, impatient. I understand that I am in the new era, but I have decided to become a new age portfolio manager in the right way. All right, let's go into it. Solutions to become a new age portfolio manager in the right way. Number one, first solution is mindset reconstruction. Mindset reconstruction. I'm going to give you two examples that will help you to reconstruct your mind beyond an abstract concept. If you want to reconstruct your mind, maybe because the way you entered was wrong. Somebody showed you a quick money. They said they flip $100 and now they are sitting at 1 trillion. You saw that. They showed you. You saw it. So because of that, you started trading too. Or you are in a debt. You hate your boss. You dislike him. You want to quit your job. So you decided to become a trader. Let's reconstruct that ideologies. Solution number one is mindset reconstruction. The way to be able to build yourself to become a new age portfolio manager is to accept the era that you are in. You are like, okay, Cliff, you are right. This is the era we are in. I can't run away from fast people promoting good Instagram ads and all of these things. I can't run away from it. I accept I am in that era, but I am going to redefine what a portfolio really is. That is what the mindset reconstruction is supposed to do for you. So the first thing under the mindset reconstruction is what I call acceptance of reality. Please write it down. Acceptance of reality, not awareness of reality. Acceptance. Accept it. That the reality is that old era was slow and the new era is fast. It's a reality. And you need to accept the fact that the old era forced patience. New era, it requires you to choose patience. Are you guys with me? Old era forced patience, but the new era, you need to choose being patient. So you cannot wish to trade in the old ways again. This masterclass that I'm teaching you is not for you to say, oh man, I wish we were in the olden days. Don't wish that. We are in the new era. Accept it. There's nothing you can do about that. But what do you need to do in the new era? You must redesign your mindset to survive in this environment. You must redesign your mindsets. You must redesign your mindsets. You must redesign your mindset. To do what? To survive in this environment, in this new era. So the first one is acceptance of reality under mindset reconstruction. So you write down mindset reconstruction as first solution, and then under that solution, I'm giving you two of them. One is acceptance of reality. You need to accept the reality. You need to accept the reality. You need to accept the reality. Then after you have accepted the reality that, listen, I'm in a new era. This is how the new era works. What do I do? Very simple. The second thing under the mindset reconstruction is redefining portfolio management. You need to define what portfolio management means to you. You can choose to be a gambler. That is absolutely fine. It's your business. But if you want to become a portfolio manager, you need to redefine it, because the way the era we are in is, it won't define it for you. Everything is sharp, sharp. I did this, I flipped that, I'm a goat, I do this, I'm the only king, yada, yada, yada. That is the era we are in, and that is what you're going to be hearing as a trader. Does that make sense? So you need to redefine it for yourself. Can I flip 100% in a day? You need to redefine that. Can I do what these guys do on Instagram? You need to redefine that. Can I pass this challenge quickly? You need to redefine that. Portfolio management means something else. I'm going to give you the definition. If you choose to let it become your definition, is fine by me. If you say that, Cliff, what you are teaching me, I'm being angry right now, is also fine by me. Whatever you choose is your perception. You are right. But let me give you my definition of what it means to me as a portfolio manager. Please write it down. It is the art, A-R-T. It is the art, A-R-T, of protecting capital. Portfolio management is the art of protecting capital. You saw the combination here. Is the art of protecting capital and growing it slowly across time. It is the art of protecting capital and growing it slowly across time, asset classes, and market conditions. It is the art of protecting capital and growing it slowly across time, asset classes, and market conditions. I'm going to repeat it one more time again. It is the art of protecting capital and growing it slowly across time and asset classes, assets meaning different assets, forex indices, yada, yada, yada. Asset classes and market conditions. There are a few things I want you to take note in this definition I gave you. As you saw, I didn't say growing and capital protection. I said protecting capital and growing. The only way you can grow something is when it is preserved first. You see, when something is not part of your language, it can become part of your culture. When something is not part of your language, it doesn't become part of your culture. If it doesn't become part of your culture, you will not find the results in the community. I want you to take note of the protecting capital coming before the growing. And I want you to underline the words market conditions for me. There is something called market conditions. Yes, it is not your fault. It's called market conditions. And when market conditions happens, you need to respect it. But we don't talk about market conditions anymore. It's like you can be a goat in every market condition. It's not true. There are market conditions that you need to stay away. Are you with me? So the art of protecting capital. You see, trading, I've always mostly say this, that when we talk about trading psychology, when I am teaching you trading psychology or psychology as a whole, I'm only teaching you something for you to use to become a better version of yourself as a human being. Why? Because your trading life and your actual life, they mirror each other. Is that true? Now, one thing you need to be able to understand is this. Trading is like being in the boxing ring. You will get some punches, but the goal is to make sure you don't get knocked out. If you are a boxer and you're going into the ring, you are not confused whether if somebody is going to punch you back. You know you will get some punches, but your goal is to make sure you don't get knocked out. Why? So that you can also punch the person next time in another round. So in trading, the same thing. The goal is to live to trade another day. I want you to declare this to yourself right now, wherever you are. Can we bring the music up again? I want to imprint something in your mind. I want you to declare this to yourself in the next couple of few seconds, that the goal as a portfolio manager is for me to live to trade another day. Declare to yourself. Remember, we are printing something in your mind. I told you we have reconstructed the mind. The goal is to live to trade another day. Declare it right now. Wherever you are, the goal is to live to trade another day. The goal is to live to trade another day. You're not telling me. You are telling your mind, your subconscious mind. The goal is for me to live to trade another day. The live here is not death. I'm talking about your capital. That means your capital must stay alive. You must protect your capital. Declare to yourself in the next couple of few seconds. The goal is to live to trade another day. The goal is to live to trade another day. Declare to yourself. My goal is to live to trade another day. I've added one more declaration for you, okay? My goal is to live to trade another day. Why? Because I am a new age portfolio manager. What does that even mean? It means I have to protect my capital and grow it slowly. Slowly here does not mean taught it slowly, respecting your capital. Then respecting the market conditions. Are you with me? Good. So now the solution I'm giving you is okay. Let's continue now. Now the solution I'm giving you, the first one is market reconstruction. The mindset reconstruction. Mindset reconstruction is the first solution. Under that, we have acceptance of reality. Number two, redefining portfolio management. And I gave you a definition. Use this definition. Number two, how then do you become a portfolio manager? You become a portfolio manager by having an emotional structure. You become a portfolio manager by having an emotional structure. Solution number two. Solution number one was mindset reconstruction. Solution number two is emotional structure. You need systems, not feelings. Emotional structure. Emotional structure. I'm going to give you, I wrote down here a couple of you. I wrote down here a couple of names of systems that you need to build to be able to make sure that I'm going to give you a practical system. Don't worry. The first one is rules for losses. You want to become a portfolio manager. You need to control your emotions. Don't take a drug, enhancement, whatever. Use this system. Number one, rules for losses. Rules for losses. Rules for losses. I have a rule here that I'm going to give to you psychologically. The first one is that after one loss, anytime that you have one loss, just one, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be painful. Just do it. After one loss, what do? Go to the website. Solomon, if we don't mind, can we? Okay, let me just share it myself. I'm going to give you a practical example right now. Every single time that you have a loss that you didn't plan to take, all right, every time that you have a loss that you didn't plan to take, I'm going to show you something. So let's say, for example, you are trading right now. Emotionally, you were stable, but then now you are not anymore, and something literally just almost probably happened to you. What do? Let me show you something. I want to give you a practical example right now. You come to this website. Who is this guy on this website? Look at it. Oh, nice. Who is this guy? This guy is looking polished. Nice guy. Anyways, so you come to the Habit Hub here. You come here and you scroll down and you go to breathing exercises. So these breathing exercises, I've told you guys, you take one loss. It doesn't mean the loss is bad or you are going to lose all your account, but remember, systems, you don't trust you, chief. You will blow the account. You see, there is this sentence normally, I call that the recipe of blowing an account. If it will blow, let it blow. Don't say that. That word is very, it will blow, your account will blow. Truly, it will blow, believe me. So after one loss, don't assume you are fine. Quickly come onto this website, Cheqona.com. What do? You go to the Habits Hub, you scroll down quickly. Box breathing. What do? You set your time. 3 minutes is normal. You go, you click. Inhale.
Hold.
You hold.
Exhale. Hold. Inhale.
Does that make sense? You do that. All right, guys. Good. Now, this is a free tool for you. It may not be for everyone, but for us that we know that we need to be systemized. If not, we will blow our account. Use it cheap. Use it. It's free. Use it. After every loss, just take your time. Don't quickly rush and go and analyze the market. You will be angry. You will be angry. Are you with me? You will be angry. So breathe in. There is 478. Also here, if you want, you can choose 478. It's up to you. Okay, good. So that's the first thing I'm giving you guys. I'm giving you a simple structure of a rule. Number one, you have one loss. Practice breathing technique. You are trying to take oxygen into your brain. When you talk about breathing, you know, because of the era we are in, a lot of people have taken this breathing as a practice and they have turned it into so many different things. Namaste. I'm not talking about those things, you know, those yoga stuff. I'm talking about proper neuroscientific reason why you should breathe. Because when you breathe in and you're taking oxygen into your brain, it makes sure that it clears mental fatigueness. Because remember, I've told you guys before, scientifically, when you are afraid, your amygdala will sound the alarm. Your prefrontal cortex will shut down. So that moment, you want to bring yourself back into awareness. I want to do something right now with you guys. Let's do something. I may not be able to see you. I want to show you something. I want us to count wherever you are right now in the next couple of few seconds. Do this. You know, remember, on this masterclass is beyond an abstract concept. I'm showing you how the mind works. So you don't worry, just listen, trust me on this. Wherever you are right now, count 1,000 backwards. Wherever you are right now, let's try it. I want to see your reaction in the comments. Wherever you are right now, let's start counting. 1,000, When you make mistake, laugh, but don't worry, I'm going to show you something. 1,000, 999, 998, 997, 996, 995, count. Go on, 994, 993, 992, 991, 990. Can I show you somebody right now went to 800 already? Yeah, some of you went to 800. Some of you already, you are in 800. Congratulations. What am I trying to show you? I'm showing you tools you use to reactivate your prefrontal cortex. Breathing is one of them. That's why when somebody is panicking, you will hear somebody tell them, breathe, breathe, breathe. They are trying to get you back into the state of awareness. So what you just did right now is mindset conditioning, or in other words, rewiring your mind by bringing and strengthening. You see, your brain is like an organ. So when you do these exercises, they strengthen your prefrontal cortex and a part of the organs. Are you with me? Practice this. Very, 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 very powerful. Practice this. Do you know why you can read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? You see what I'm doing? It's not me reading. It's my subconscious mind. It's automated. So I'm not even thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not thinking. When you start counting 1,000, 999, all the things that I was saying, count, I was thinking, chief, strategy. You see what I'm saying? So you need to understand that your mind is a tool. You need to take care of it. So a lot of people right now don't think anymore because of the new era we are in, which is AI. People stopped thinking 3 years ago. No thinking. ChatGPT, how do I eat? How you eat is you put the food in your mouth, and there are 3 ways the food can go into your mouth. ChatGPT, how do I swallow? So people are not thinking anymore. So you need to develop system. Remember, we are talking about era. So there is going to be an era. People won't even talk. They will just think. They will look at you and you will know what they are thinking. They will look at you and be like, no, my head is not big. Your head is big. Because people, new era, nobody is thinking anymore. So you need to develop a system to protect yourself, to preserve the principle while the practices are changing. New age portfolio manager. So gone are those days. The market was slow. So you didn't need to care about breathing. But now the market is fast. If you don't breathe, you will be anxious. When you are anxious, your emotions will affect your logic and you will be tired and you cannot be able to make decisions. Are you with me? So you can have your own rules. After 1 loss, I will count 1,000 backwards. After 1 loss, I will breathe in at least 3 minutes. After 1 loss, I will do this rule. Second rule, after 2 losses, I will stop trading for the day. It's a rule for losses. It helps you control your emotions. After 3 losses in a week, I will cut size for the next 5 trades. It's a rule. This rule that you put in place will remove emotions and it will protect your portfolio. Now, when I say it will protect your portfolio, you are no more confused. Why? Because I have defined portfolio to you. What is it? It is the art of protecting your capital. Protection first. So if I say it will protect your portfolio, it means you're like, okay, Cliff. So you're basically saying, as a portfolio manager, I need to love stop losses. Yes. You need to learn how to stop losses. I didn't say you need to learn how to hit stop losses. I said you need to learn how to stop losses. Because stop loss is not something that hits you. Stop loss is something that you hit to cancel the loss. A stop loss is a stop trade, not a loss trade. So that means when you come to me, Cliff, today I was able to stop a loss. Congratulations, John. I'm proud of you. How many losses do you stop? I stopped only 2 because I didn't want to, lose a lot of things in my capital. So I only stopped 2 losses today. Oh, wow. Congratulations. Tomorrow, Cliff, I was able to hit some targets today. Congratulations. So you see, the mindset of the person, both losses and take profit, both of them is a congratulational context here. Not just one. But the moment that you are only getting congratulated, some of these mentors, they will tell you, I'm the goat. When he now hits stop loss, he's running because he's now a cow, right? So now if you're a cow, they are going to mock you. So all the time, I'm a goat. TP hit, I'm a goat. They hit the stop loss, he's a cow. So now he run away. So that it makes you think automatically that stop losses are bad. No, chief, stop losses is part of your business. Very important you understand this. So emotional structure. Rule number 1. Rules for losses. System number 1 is rule for losses. System number 2, rules for wins. Cliff, do I need rules for wins? Yes, chief. People think that wins are harmless. It's not harmless. For me, for many years, my losses was coming from my wins, not my losses in itself. It was the moment I am happy, and I traced that to a psychological pattern. I realized that every single time that I was the kind of person when I see food, I start whistling. The moment I didn't realize, but it was the behavior. When I saw food, and before you could realize, sometimes that joy of the food I have seen, I may either drop the food, I may either sabotage the meal, or somehow something will happen. I will drop something and the whole food, I can't even enjoy it. And I realize this is a pattern. So that means every single time I'm having wins in a row, Cliff, be careful, because out of your wins flows the issues of your life in trading. Are you with me? Out of that wins will flow the issues of trading life. Very important you understand that. So people think wins are harmless. It's not true. Wins can trigger overconfidence. So you hit TP4 on a 40, 400 pips, whatever, you're a good trader. Your mind is saying, today is a good day. Let's push another more. One more. So your rule is very simple. Remember, I already gave you rules for losses. Let me give you rules for winning. When you win, after a big win, take a mandatory 15 minutes off the chart. Mandatory 15 minutes off the chart. I had a good win. I'm done. Bam. Close the laptop. Walk away. Review the trade before taking the next one. Watch and sit down and watch what you did very well before you take another trade. Reduce your size for the next trade to protect you from euphorial cycles. Euphorial is another form of, I was going to actually teach the psychology of market emotional cycles. I was going to teach that. And euphorial is another type of big problem people don't talk about. It's called a climax of bringing you down. You go. You are like, I'm unstoppable. You know, I'm the goats. Again, the goats business again. Then they sacrifice you for the festival. Anyway, you are building emotional stabilizers. That is what you are doing now. So the rules for the losses is protecting you because we can't trust you. You and I know we can't trust you. The rules for winning, again, we can't trust you. Even though wins are good, but at the end of the day, it can harm you. Are you guys with me? System number 3. System number 3. System number 3. System number 3 is break rules. Break rules. You remember I told you you are a performer. So as a performer, you need a break. If you don't take breaks, you are going to mostly enter trade, sometimes from anxiety and so on and so forth. So you need to take a break. So you can tell yourself, for me, I will sit in the chart 25 minutes. If after that, I will take a break. So have break rules. A portfolio manager, I'm painting a day for you to look like in the portfolio manager. So you enter your office. Before you enter, you have eaten your banana, you have drank water, you have taken your shower, bath before you trade. Oh, but Cliff, how is bathing going to make me money? You want to feel good, chief. Feel good. Bath, do every single thing, make sure that you feel good, because you're going to feel like a portfolio manager. You want to feel like it. I don't enter my office. There are some days when I enter my office, my wife will be like, hey, where are you going? I'm not going anywhere. I am Cliff Cheqona. I'm entering my office. I dress for it. I enter my office space. I don't smuggle myself away and just use. You will never find me, of course, definitely, but you will never find me bare-chested sitting in my office. I'm in my own room, but no, you will not find me like that. It's a mindset business. Because if I dress like it, I will talk to you like it. Does that make sense? Good. So you need to have rules for losses, rules for wins, rules for breaks. As a portfolio manager, when somebody asks you, where are you going? I'm going to sleep early today. Why? Because I need good sleep. I'm going to be trading tomorrow. Oh, wow. But I didn't know in trading you have to sleep before. Not necessarily, but you see, as a trader, I am a performer. I'm a portfolio manager. And therefore, if I don't sleep, at least if I don't get like 6 hours sleep, I'll become emotionally fatigued and it will affect my portfolio. Smart. Now you're a portfolio manager, talking like one. You go to the shop, you buy banana. Now you don't eat. Now you will never see banana the same way again. You will now see banana like your FVG entry point. Believe me, you need to see like that. So system number 3 is rules for your breaking time. Break, have siestas, take your time, take some rest, walk away, relax, talk to yourself while you are working. To imagine your dreams of the cars you are going to be buying soon, because you are becoming a new age portfolio manager. Not to fuel a desire to become greed, but to let you know that you are becoming. Then system number 4, pre-trade routine. I'm not talking about lower highs, higher highs, lower lows. I'm going to enter from here. I'm going to check from a higher time frame. Not those pre-trade routine. I'm talking about emotional pre-trade routine. Check yourself for the day. Check how you are feeling. Make sure that your checklist. Am I feeling good? Am I tired? Am I doing this? All of that, you check it. Let me even ask you guys a question. Do you guys want me to create a pre-trade routine check emotionally and put it on the website for the Habit Hub? Do you guys want that? If you want that, drop some number ones in the chat for me. By next week, it will be there, God willing. That you will, every time you're about to trade, you will go to the website and you will see a pre-trade routine, a checklist. How do you feel? It will have questions. You can even ask yourself in every single thing. You will check, and you check in before you trade. Do you want, if we get all of you putting, if we get all of you guys on the masterclass right now liking this stream, like it, I will do it for you guys going on by next week. So you guys will have a pre-trade routine so that you will understand what I'm saying, because some of you don't know how to even probably create it or whatever. So we will do it for you, okay? But unless all of you on the masterclass like this stream, yes. So at the end of the so that it will be a form of a communication. So before you trade, you have to have a pre-trade routine. That system protects you emotionally for you to know where you are and where you are not. Number 5 is post-trade review. I can also create for you a post-trade review. So 2 things I'm thinking right now. So that means you have to double like this stream. That means get another person who you know to like this stream as well. Okay, so we are getting, if we are able to get at least 200 likes by the end of this stream, to the end of by Monday, I will give you guys a post-trade review and a pre-trade routine on the website on the Habit Hub. I will do that for you guys. Okay, all right then. Now, the system number 5 is post-trade review, meaning you are done trading and you are reviewing, checking yourself. Yes, apart from your technical side of things, you are checking yourself. How did I feel today? Yada, 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 and so on and so forth. Portfolio managers, you grow by reflection, not only by reaction. You also grow by reflection, not by reaction. Are you with me? Good. Now, emotional protection. You need to understand that you are shielding yourself from few things. This one I'm saying is not for everybody. It's for those who are being affected. Separate yourself from people who show you how fast they grow a portfolio. Stay away for a while until you know you are matured emotionally to handle those kind of posts. Hide yourself away for a while. People who show you that they are growing 500% in 2 hours, run away. They may be good people, but it's not good for you. That is what I'm just saying. I'm not saying that what they're doing is bad, but stay away for a little bit while for your mind. Then Telegram groups that is always consistently sending signal every second, run away. And Instagram flexes, even if it is me that I'm proving to you that I am better than you in a way in trading in a fast pace without showing the real both inside and outside of the business, run away. Run away. Very important. Stay away from all these things because you want to shield yourself to become a good portfolio manager. Remember, in the old era, they were not supposed to force themselves. They were naturally being forced to be patient, to be able to be disciplined. You have to choose these things. You have to choose being patient. You have to choose being disciplined. There is too many noise. Protect yourself. Shield yourself from these emotional, unnecessary entanglements. All right. I've given you guys 2 solutions. I said the first one is mindset reconstruction. The second one was emotional structure. The last one we are about to do to wrap up this masterclass is behavioral structure. Behavioral structure. Over here, the only behavior I want you to have is a behavior of being a diverse trader. Diversification and risk are your insurance policy to control your behavior. When we talk about diversification, I'm not talking about many pairs. No, I'm not even talking about a lot of money. I'm talking about strategies. Diversify your strategy. Diversify your strategy. Cliff, what do you mean by diversify my strategy? So you mean I should learn ICT and learn smart money? No, not that strategy, the way you define it. I'm talking about diversify the way you approach the market. A swing trading, scalping trading, intraday trading. They are strategy. That is what I call strategies. That is why when people come and they tell me, Cliff, how do I become a swing trader? I said, swing trading is not a personality. You can have the traits of a swing trader by patience and whatever, but it's not an identity. Swing trading is a strategy. You can go and Google. Back in the days when you spoke about strategies, they will ask you, oh, what do you do? Are you a position trader? No. Are you a swing trader? That was how the world defined strategies. But now when you say a strategy, which one? SMC? Oh, no, that is a concept. Smart money is not a strategy. It's a concept that can help and optimize the way you approach the market as a strategy. Smart money is a concept. It's a concept of explaining why certain things are the way they are to the retail traders understand it. That's why it's called smart money concepts. It's a concept. Anyway, that is another story for another day. So strategies, to me, diversify it. Don't only just be a scalper as a trader. Don't only just do swing trading. Don't only just do intraday trading. When it is time for you to swing, swing. Have an account separately for swinging. Have an account separately for scalping. If you don't have the traits, that is fine. You don't need to force yourself. But if you can learn and diversify in that order, do it. That means when we look at your portfolio, there is some account for swinging, and there is some account for intraday, and there is some account for scalping. It's like running a shop. There are seasons you will need to give discounts. If you are selling jackets or sweaters or hoodies, that is to protect you from cold, you can't sell it the same price that you're going to sell the jacket in summer as you will sell it in winter. But it's a strategy, right? So when you give a discount in summer, it doesn't mean call a discount shop. It's just a shop that gave a discount during the summer season. That is it. Same thing when it comes to trading. If the market conditions have changed and you think scalping it will make you money, scalp it. If you think swinging it will make you more money, swing it. If you think positioning yourself to trade and hold for a long time will help you, just do it. Strategies, diversify them, but diversify them into different accounts. Guys, diversifying your portfolio is a very good strategy. For example, don't trade gold, NAS 100, Bitcoins, Franc 40, DJ 30, GBP, USDCAD, USDJPY, USDJPY Chief, USDMXN, all of them in one account. You are not going to survive like that. They both comes with different level of context as far as the behavior of that market conditions is concerned. It's like selling an ice cream and you are like, hey, in my area there is a lot of rats. Rats is always worrying people. Therefore, even though I'm an ice cream seller, I will sell rat poison. If one day you will pick that poison and put it in your ice cream as a sugar, don't do that. So ice cream joint is for ice cream. Rat poison is for rat poison shop. Does that make sense? So think like a portfolio manager. Diversify. Very important. It helps your behavior. Expand your horizon in timing. It's very important to understand that. So when it comes to the behavioral part, one of the things that I will talk about is diversification. Somebody who thinks in that order, that person eventually will survive as a trader, in my own opinion. And then one more thing I want to talk about is also emotional diversification. When I talk about emotional diversification, not every single the way I will connect the risk and the emotional diversification together. When we talk about risk, remember I've said that we have three types of management in trading. We have risk management, we have capital management, and we have the U management. The capital management is you knowing that all I have in my whole world is $1,000. I can't put all the $1,000 in the brokerage because the $1,000 part of it is my bills. Therefore, I can only afford to trade $100 capital. That is your capital management. Then when you now take the capital, that is $100, and you take it into your trading, you now apply risk. So when you tell yourself you are risking 2%, don't risk 2% per trade if you are somebody that you are struggling in your behavior. However, choose the 2% and split the 2% across different portfolios. Different trading positions. So not every single trade deserves the same risk. Some people sometimes say risk the same thing all the time. Yes, but not every single, to me, if you are emotionally stable, well, I think not every single portfolio that you are managing of a trade deserve the same risk. Some trades that it comes with high conviction, you can give it 1%. Some trade that comes with medium conviction, you can give it 0.50%. Some conviction that comes with C setup, give it like 0.25%. What you are doing right there is you are basically diversifying your emotions in a way that you don't feel the same way across all entries. Very important you understand that. So emotional diversification is mostly connected to risk diversification as well. Don't put all eggs in one frying pan. Yes, don't put all eggs in one frying pan. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't work like that. So it's very important you understand that. Emotional diversification. And then eventually when you're going, one more thing that I will also add to you guys to understand is that after you have been able to understand how to diversify very well, I've also told you guys that know how to break down your account and call them by names. If it is $1,000 you have, don't put all the $1,000 in one account, diversify. Put maybe, let's say, $500, call it bills. $250, call it debts. Another $250, call it leisure or whatever, groceries. In this case, your emotions is not going to be all over the place. It's well structured and well diversified in a way. So as a portfolio manager, these are the points that I want to give to you right now for you to be able to understand how to be able to survive as a trader. It is very, very important that you understand it, ladies and gentlemen. So to become a portfolio manager, you need to understand you are in an era. The whole point of what I'm trying to let you understand now is this. I'm wrapping up, so pay attention so that you get the light bulb moment of everything Cliff is teaching. Where do I apply it? Stay with me. You are a trader in an era that everything is moving fast. Fast onboarding, fast social media platform, flexes, fast everything. That is the era we are in. You have to accept it. It's a fast era. AI era, fast. The old era, things were slow, patient by default. Because when you write letter to what we call pen pal, you remember pen pal, you have to wait for the pen pal to reply you after 1 month. I don't know. And they will put this thing on the envelope. So when it comes, you will get this envelope, and then you will use it to, also go and reply the person. So you were almost by default a patient person. You have no choice. What would you do? But we live in an era right now where somebody even message somebody, and then they don't reply. They will go back and delete the message so that they don't see. They will delete it and say delete for everyone. Impatience, because you should have replied the moment that you saw it. Maybe the person is doing something. I'm speaking to myself right now too as well. Maybe the person is also doing something. You will never know. But it's very important that you understand the conversation we're having now. That is the era you are in. It is an era, things are fast. Therefore, same thing just like every other industry. The era will change the mindset behind the people in the industry. There is nothing you can do about that. Because everybody is trying to make money, and everybody's trying to make money. And I don't believe in slow making money either, especially in this era we are in. You got to make money fast. If you want to make money fast, you have to start early, learning though. I'm not trying to basically say grow or become wealthy slow. It's a slow process that needs to start early. So that is the era we are not in. So we need to choose patience. Are you guys with me? So the way you entered into trading may have created or framed a certain mindset you have now. Expectation overload. I gave you several psychological things it was going to create. Expectations overload, thinking in short term. These are things that unfortunately by default, the era will create for you. So you need to choose to have a long-term mindset. Okay, I wanted to trade to quit my job by 2 weeks, but now I'm giving myself 3 years. Hey, Cliff, 3 years. 3 years. Relax. Because by 3 years, if you don't relax, you might still be broke, and you would have wished you would have been patient 3 years ago so that you would have learned it the right way. Relax. If you have also started trading and you are now being where you are, congratulations. So you are now understanding, I want to become a new age portfolio manager. What does that mean for my mindset? Is that I understand, since we are learning psychology right now, and Cliff is saying psychology is the study of the human mind, the emotions and behavior, then what did this topic do for that dimension of the teaching? It means I've given you 3 areas. Everything I spoke about the mindset, I spoke about the emotions, and I spoke about the behavior of both the old era traders and the new era traders. Now, the old era traders, their mindset was already by default structured in the right way, but it was mostly in their environment because they were trading from the environment. You are your own boss. Your environment is your bed. Your environment is your room that probably you are sharing with somebody. Those people, it's possible they don't even believe in trading. So imagine they will even bring their other friends. They are either playing some music. So meanwhile, I'm telling you, listen to good music. You will go and the room that you are in, the music they are listening to says things that is nonsense, that is not edifying. So the environment already by default is sabotaging you. It's not your fault, but you will come out of it. You will come out of it. So now you understand that, okay, so Cliff, you were teaching us about the mindset the old era people had. Yes, but it was a mindset that was structured because of the way they entered the industries. They came either through the banks, the brokerages as an apprenticeship. You came through because somebody posted something and hooked you, and the ad was so beautiful you couldn't even stop thinking about it. And then you slept, you had a dream, and you woke up and said, God is telling me I should be a trader. No, chief, relax. Relax before you bring God into this. It was because the art was really good, and the art entered your mind, and you slept, thought about it by your mind, and you woke up with that thinking, and then you started trading. But you have now realized trading is not easy. No problem. The entry point may have been wrong, but you can start well. Does that make sense? So now that is for the mindset. What about emotions? I am now telling you, their emotions was also by default. They were being emotionally intelligent, not because they were right or they were nice. That's why I gave you both the disadvantages of their days and the positive side of their days. Jesse Livermore was able to make money, but you could tell emotionally he was not regulated. That is why he ended up taking his own life. Some people will sometimes say they took his life. I don't believe it. I truly believe Jesse Livermore got exhausted. If you look at his story very well. So during those days, they were making money in the right environment. So emotionally, even when they were not intelligent, you can't see it in their trading. Why? Because at the end of the day, the environment forced it. You, on the other hand, you are emotional every day, 24/7. You go on Instagram, you are angry at the first post you saw. You are angry because you texted somebody, he didn't reply you, and you saw him posting on Instagram, and so he was obligated to text you. He didn't. You are angry. Emotions. You went and you bought food. They gave you 2 meat instead of 3. You are angry, so you came. You posted on Instagram status. Can you imagine expressing your emotions everywhere? So you have been trained to be emotional for no reason. For no reason, always angry, always irritated. So for you, by default in this era, and it is not your fault because there are many nonsense things in this world. So your eyes is seeing it. So obviously you'll be emotional. But that is the era you are in. So what does that mean? It means because you are wired in a certain way, you need to create rules to manage you emotionally. Because emotions are not bad, but they are just something, if it's not controlled, it will sabotage your trading. Then the behavior. What is the behavior of the old era? Their behavior was very simple. Remember what I told you about their emotions? Because the money was connected to their career, they were forced to be disciplined to manage the accounts well. Why? Because if they lose the capital, they have lost their career. When you lose the capital, your mind, there is already a program preparing a nice Christmas bonus discount and tell you this is the best offer you could have got to become rich. So they are telling you, bring $600. And come and take $100,000, but you can only lose $6,000. Oh my God. Okay, I hear you. I don't know. Anyways, let me keep quiet. But you understand. So in your mind, you think even if I don't have money, I can always get something to buy a package. So in your mind, there is no consequences. You don't see the consequences. So you need to choose and make sure you bring the consequences to your awareness so that you can be able to have the right behavior. So now by this explanation, it has made you understand that truly we have studied the mind, the emotions, and the behavior of a new age portfolio manager. That if you are borrowing the concepts and the principle from the old era, it is very good, but accept the fact you are in a new era. So you need to create system and rules to survive. Ladies and gentlemen, if this topic has helped somebody to go into the market next week, not only just to chase wins, but to also protect their capital, drop some number ones in the chat. That I want you to become very, very angry in your spirit that, so for all this while, I've only been loving take profit, but now I love stop losses. People ask me all the time, Cliff, when did you start making money? How did you start making money? I said, I started making money in trading when I started loving losses. But Cliff, isn't that negative? No, Chief. In trading, remember, you're going to get punches. That is why when a boxer is training, in their training ground, they train him to receive punches, to handle the pain, to kill the sensation. So as a trader, you cannot say, I don't ever want to lose. It's a bad mindset. You need to love stop losses. Not the way the world has defined it now in this age, but the way it is. Stop loss is not a lost trade. It's a stopped trade. You have stopped the loss. Portfolio manager. So now, NAPM, New Age Portfolio Manager, welcome to your new season. I salute you. Now that you understand how the industry works, now that you know the way you came in has affected your mind, that is why you are not patient. It's not your, maybe you are still not patient in your real life. That is another conversation for another day. But the entry point has also fueled the way you behave, has also contributed to your mindset. Yes, trading may be able to clear your debts, but you don't have to start trading because you want to clear your debt 2 days later. It doesn't work like that. So NAPM, welcome to your new season. If you are excited, wherever that you are right now, to become a new age portfolio manager with the right systems, the right rules, and the right behavior, drop some number ones in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching me right now, you're from Ghana, this coming Saturday, we are going to Ghana by the grace of God, and we're not going to be doing TP Masterclass in a room like this myself, but rather we'll be meeting people face to face on the location. You guys have seen the location, right? So at the end of the day, please make sure that you come early. It's also going to be streamed. It's going to be a very powerful segment. Believe me, I know this for sure. It's going to be powerful by the grace of God. So you don't want to miss it. And I hope, and I thank you so much for all of you guys, all the thank you notes for the yearly wrap up. I really, really appreciate it a lot. So with that all being said, I'll come back again and watch this video. You may not have gotten the things that maybe you're supposed to get today. There is a mindset shifting in this masterclass. There is an emotional structuring in this masterclass. And there is a behavior alignment in this masterclass. Come back again and watch it so that you can become the NAPM you want to become. New Age Portfolio Manager, welcome. I will see you guys. All those are in Ghana. We'll see you guys live in Ghana, God willing. And also, if you're going to watch on YouTube, I will see you guys. With that all being said, don't forget, if you want me to create the post routine and then the pre-trading routine, this video must hit 200 likes by the grace of God. How do we do that? You like it. And if all of you who are liking it get one more person to like this video, we have 200 likes. Thank you so much, guys. With that all being said, God bless you all and have an amazing evening. Bye-bye.
Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. 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 Trading is a mind game.